Hello, and welcome back to the 20th Century Dude channel. So I recognize that this is probably a very impromptu video, but there's just something I want to go off my chest, so I'll try to get through this as quick as possible. I'm sure we all recognize these. These are hard drives, and they're meant for storing the data and backing files that may be on your computer that you don't want, cluttering up your storage. So that's primarily what these are supposed to be for. That being said, are they reliable? And last year, if you stayed on the channel for long enough, you know that I had an incident with a hard drive, and after a couple months, it just kind of quit on me. It force ejected while I was in the middle of rendering a project on Premiere. I believe it was one of the episodes of Is It Broke or Fixable, and it quit right in the middle of that, and it actually freaked out so much that it ended up damaging most of the files on the drive. Now, thankfully, I managed to save the episode. I also managed to save a large majority of a short film I was working on. See that? That's a screw for a chair. So, speaking of things breaking, anyway, I managed to salvage most of a short film. That doesn't mean that some pieces of that weren't damaged, but I'm thankful that I at least got some of it rescued. Now, was that hard drive ever working again? Absolutely not. It certainly did not plug into any Mac. I could barely get it to read in a PC computer, hence it had to be destroyed. Unfortunately, I just had an incident a week or two ago with another hard drive I had, and basically it just, I would describe it as it just randomly shut down on me. We'll just put it that way. And which is unfortunately, it was unfortunate because it was my main hard drive. It had all the original files for my short films, including the materials I had to make them. All of those were on there. Alternate takes and stuff I had from school and everything, all gone. My entire sound effects library, and I do mean thousands and thousands of sound effects, gone. Various movies, gone. All the original files from the Is It Broke or Fixable series I do with Burkett Fleming, all gone, and various other miscellaneous materials that were kind of important, like, green screening stuff that I typically use pretty much a lot of the time when doing a project, and those are, of course, gone. Laid to rest in history, I guess, and they are no more. So I am very upset by all of this, and I'm honestly trying to figure out a reason to not be mad, although I'm going to be honest, it's kind of hard right now. So, I mean, there are benefits to having a hard drive. They're known for their reliability in storing data. This one here, I'm a volunteer videographer for my old hometown marching band. I was part of my high school marching band for 5 years. I played the biggest bass drum my last couple years of band. And then I got to spend the past 5 years being their videographer, and all the footage from the past 5 years is on this drive. It is my first hard drive, and that's pretty much what it became. It became a band-only drive. But anyway, hard drives are known for being reliable in storing data, and they, of course, can retain data when powered off, and they certainly did a better job than the floppy disk from way back in the day, when you might have saved something on there, and it might have been there the next time you got onto your computer, or it might not have been. I'd say these are even more reliable than the cloud in the sense that um, I actually know what's on these, and I don't have to worry about stuff just randomly disappearing like on the cloud. Because I've done this before. I've uploaded like PDFs and photos and videos and stuff. I've uploaded them to the cloud only for them to somehow disappear, and then basically when they disappear, I can't even access them on my other Mac or even just in general. Like they're just gone for some reason when I use the cloud. Some files are maintained there; they stay there. Other files, not so much. They literally disappear as they're being uploaded. So these technically are more reliable than the cloud. Unfortunately, I'm finding that the lifespan can be about 3 to 6 years. Again, given under normal use, and they may last longer if stored properly, which they are. They're not stored improperly. Temperatures are usually ran good. I don't want it too hot or too cold. So temperature's not usually a problem, but that unfortunately means I'm gonna have to start backing up this bad boy because that means, like my other hard drive, there's gonna be 5 years worth of work that is just going to disappear and be gone. So when I sent my hard drive into Best Buy the other day, they said it could have been a cause like a mechanical failure. Um, I thought it might have been a mechanical part here. The cord just could have went bad. That's what I would have thought, but that's not the case. Somehow it panicked inside, and that's what happened to the loss of my data and why I no longer have access to that hard drive, which again is really unfortunate because that all the really important stuff was on there. Just that's why I had it as the top dog hard drive, right? All the big stuff, projects and everything were on there and they're gone now. 5 years worth of stuff is now gone. So yeah, I'd say hard drives are reliable. But moral of the story, be careful what you back up to a hard drive, and be careful how often you back up. Because it turns out I might have to get another copy of this and back stuff from this drive onto another one, just in the slight case I might lose all the banned materials for whatever reason. I'm really hoping that's not the case. I mean, it has lasted this long. So I'm hoping nothing happens, but then again, life just kind of sucks sometimes. And you have to deal with the technological consequences, I guess. So I would say be very careful on how you back up your data. No, the cloud will not solve all of your problems, but you can't just let your storage space on your computer be corroded with all your crap either. That's why we have these. The problem is they may not have been as reliable as we initially have anticipated. So do your best to back up the data best you can. Honestly, if that means I have to go get some old data tapes or something, or DVD RAM, remember DVD RAM? If that means I have to start using DVD RAMs just to store things, I might consider that route. I know that's a bit old school. Nobody really uses them anymore. I'm all ears as far as options at this point. I am pretty open to these options. But just today's moral of the story, just be careful what happens to your data, because you will lose some valuable stuff if you're not careful with it. So unfortunately, this is the second year in a row that I've had another horror story with a hard drive. I do find it ironic that it was both from the same brand, so I do not recommend getting the Seagate brand for any of you, because I guess that means they're just really going to quit within a couple years or even a couple months. Apparently they quit that easily, so I do not recommend Seagate brands. Do not buy them, or else they will quit early on you and you'll lose all your projects and your precious memories. But anyway, that's all I have time for today. I know this is a rather impromptu video, kind of last minute, but I just figured I'd get this out there as a public service announcement. Be careful what happens to your stuff, pretty much. So just be careful. Otherwise, that's all I have for today. So thank you for tuning in to the 20th Century Dude channel. Hope to catch you on the fly. See ya.